This is Andrew, and I'm back. We're going to do a WireShark sniffer lab. Okay, the purpose of this lab is to use WireShark, and we're going to look at different packets on the line. First, we're going to build a little network, and then look at the packets. So let's get started. I'm going to start from scratch here to show you guys exactly, how I go about building these topologies here in GNS3. So first, I grab my 3 routers that I have. And then I'm going to come over here and get my switch that I had. I created this switch, if you remember. I think I showed you that here in the edit preferences. You go to iOS routers, and then you do new, and from there you choose your iOS image and go ahead and create it. So now I need to wire it up. Now, this is a network, so I'm going to use, these routers are just literally going to be like boxes to ping with. Okay, so that I can send a ping. So what I want to do is hook it to its router interface. And on here, I want to hook into the switch module because this is acting as a switch. So this is going to be on the router interface. This is going to be on the switch module. So you remember the first two, because all of these were routers to initially begin with. The way we made them into switches by was inserting the module in the back. The module is this number here. So this is the first module we inserted in. This is the port number on that module. If you looked at the back, you would see that in a real life system. Okay, so you gotta, oh, sorry. So we go here, here, here. Okay, then you got to click this to get out of that cable mode. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is go right here. Once you get your topology set up, you go here, and that'll give you your port numbers. And this is important because as you're configuring the ports, it's pretty impossible to do if you're not looking at what the port numbers actually are. So that's the first thing I do. The next thing I like to do is I know I'm going to assign IP addresses, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to use a 192.168.1.0 network, and I'm going to make this guy, I'm going to make him 1. Then I'll just duplicate, take it up here, right click, make him 2. Duplicate, take him down here, text edit, and 3. Okay, so that was pretty quick. I got my IP addresses in, no problem. Okay, so now what we want to do is start everything. This green button starts everything. After it starts, you should start seeing these lines will start turning green, and then these lines will start turning green. So in this lab here, the switch should work basically out of the box because we're just putting 3 routers with IP addresses, and we're going to ping right through the switch. So we really don't have any configuration to do that switch in this lab, but we have to put IP addresses on the routers. So we're going to do that. And since I'm not really using them as a router, what I like to do is go in here. You could do a number of these, but I just like to choose server when I'm just using it as a box to ping. So you right click on that, you do change symbol, you do server. It's not, of course, a server, it's just a box that I can ping to or from. That's it. Change symbol, server. Okay. Okay, great. So this is a good start. So let's go ahead and get the IP addresses on these actual routers, because we need the layer 3 here, so we're doing it on the router. So we're going to console into these guys. So you see here, this is ESW1, that's this one. And the interface I need to put this IP address on is right there. And we're going to console into this one. This, I actually had Super Putty up, but I reloaded this to make these videos, and I figured since you guys aren't using Super Putty right now, I won't use it because I want you, if you're following along with these, I want you to be able to see the same, the same screen I'm seeing. I think that's going to help you out. But we're going to go through the process of putting in Super Putty later, and that's very nice. It gives you the capability to control where you put these windows and embed the windows in each other. It's very nice. So these need to continue booting up. I think I'll just go ahead and wait. It shouldn't take long, maybe another 20 seconds or so. Because I want you to see, if you've never seen the whole process of it booting up, you get to see it now. Okay, so 3 is ready. So we're just going to put his IP address on this IP address right here. It's okay, so we're going to do, so we do config T, and then we want to go into that interface. So we do interface FAO/O. That's the interface, right? Easy enough. Now we just do IP address, and the IP address is 192.168.1.3. Then you got to do the subnet mask. .0, done. Now the router switches are shut down by default, so you want to do no shut to turn them on. I don't want to go too much into the routers at this time, but you can. I think we have looked at this before. Okay, so we're up. Status up. Now you may say, well, Andrew, these are not shut down by default. Now remember, these are the switch ports. These two are the router ports, and the router ports, see, this one is down. We turn this one on by doing no shut. This administratively down means that it's shut down by default. Okay, so you got to turn it on or it'll never work. So let's go configure the one on this machine. Okay, so we're just going to do the same exact thing. Configure terminal. We're going to do interface FA0/0. We're going to do no shut. When I'm on a router port, I like to do that the first thing I get in there. Then we're going to put the IP address on. Okay, then what do we need? Subnet mask. Bam, we are done. Okay, so this is the IP address of this machine. If this is truly working out of the box, we should be able to go ahead and ping that machine then. So let's give that a try. Ping. See, we're on this ESW1 box, okay, and we're trying to ping this box over here. So ping 192.168. I like to always ping myself first. You got to be back at the command line, or you got to do. So anyway, make a long story short, we'll just do it again. 192.168.1.1. We ping ourselves. Looks good. We got success. Now just do the up arrow, and you get back your last line. Get rid of that. Put in a 3 and ping that guy. Okay, so we got success is 80%. There's a reason why you always lose the first one. We'll talk about that in later videos. Now we get 100%. So we're actually having connectivity from here to here and back. So that's what a ping does, and we're going to see that when we do the wire capture as the ping goes down and comes back. So for right now, I'm going to pause this video, and we'll pick the rest up in the next video. Thank you.